To the weak, being reminded of it is not something they enjoy. Silence. The TV studio is steeped in a surreal atmosphere. Leonard Hayes, the journalist, has just taken a hit. One of those blows that leaves you no way out. The man who has tripped up politicians, activists, celebrities, now he is the one with his back against the wall. Across from him sits Sylvester Stallone, calm, unshaken, sitting with his back straight, eyes locked on his opponent. Applauded. At first, just a few claps, then louder, growing stronger. Some audience members exchange glances, others nod silently, a few smile. Everyone knows they have just witnessed something massive. Leonard swallows hard. He tries to recover. He stammers, but he does not know what to say. Because deep down, he knows Stallone is right. And now tell us, where are you watching this video from? Drop it in the comments. And if you like it, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it means everything to us. Now, back to the story. But how did we get to this moment? Leonard Hayes adjusts his tie. The spotlights bathe his face in perfect light. The cameras are positioned just right. Everything is under control. Over the years, he has honed his craft. He knows how to steer conversations. He knows where to push his guests. He guides them exactly where he wants them. And then he strikes. Politicians, activists, celebrities. One by one, they have all fallen into his trap. And tonight, sitting across from him is Sylvester Stallone. Leonard studies him for a moment. Stallone sits relaxed, legs slightly apart, broad shoulders, a man completely at ease, as if this TV studio were his living room. Leonard clears his throat. The audience is alert. Some shift in their seats to get comfortable. Others pull out their phones. They want to capture everything. Leonard smiles. He knows he is in charge. He leans forward slightly. With a measured tone, he says, "Mr. Stallone, you have always been a symbol of tough, rugged masculinity. But today, do you not think that is an outdated concept?" Silence. In the audience, someone turns to their neighbor, as if checking their reaction. Others stare at Stallone, waiting for his response, because everyone knows something is about to happen. Stallone does not answer right away. He takes a slow breath, then leans back in his chair, looks at Leonard, smiles, a faint, subtle smile. Then, in a calm voice, he says, "Hold on a second. Now being strong is a problem?" Boom. Leonard was not expecting that. The audience stays quiet for a beat. Then a few muffled laughs ripple through the room. Leonard clasps his hands in front of him. He cannot let this exchange slip away from him. He rushes to respond. "Well, let us say that today we know strength is not everything. Do you not think it is more important to show vulnerability rather than solving problems with your fists?" Stallone remains unfazed. Then, slowly, he leans forward just a bit, rests his elbows on his knees. Now his tone drops, deeper, more intense. "Let me ask you something, pal." Silence. In the audience, some hold their breath. If someone breaks into your house tonight to hurt you, do you want a strong man who can protect you, or someone who sits down to talk about his feelings with the intruder? Silence. Then the audience erupts, applause, laughter. Leonard adjusts his tie. He knows he is losing control, but he is not ready to give up. Not yet. Leonard tries to ignore the laughter in the audience. He knows he is losing ground. He knows Stallone has already captured everyone's attention. But he cannot let him take over. He clears his throat, shuffles the papers in front of him. Then, with a firmer tone, he says, "Yes, sure, but the strength you are talking about, is it not the same thing Hollywood has used to glorify violence? Do you not think your movies have promoted a flawed model of masculinity?" The audience quiets down. Some nod. They know this is the question Leonard has been waiting to ask. Stallone's gaze stays locked on him. Then, slowly, he leans back in his chair, crosses his arms over his chest, smiles. Hollywood glorifies a lot of things. He pauses. In the audience, someone leans forward, as if straining to catch every word. Then, with a steady voice, Stallone continues. "But tell me something, pal. Have you ever seen a movie where the hero saves the world by doing paperwork?" Silence. And then the room explodes with laughter. In the audience, some laugh out loud, others clap. Even a few crew members duck their heads to hide a grin. Leonard presses his lips together. He knows he has lost the moment. He knows his question just backfired. But he is not ready to quit. Not yet. He quickly runs his fingers through his papers, searching for the right spot to jump back in. And then he finds another angle, clears his throat again. "All right, I get your point, but for decades you have played tough guys, men who solve problems with strength. Do you not think movies have a responsibility? Should we not promote a more progressive kind of hero? The audience quiets again. Some turn toward Stallone. They want to see how he will respond, but he is in no rush. He leans forward slightly. Then, in a calm voice, says, "First off, I make movies." He pauses. Movies, not real life, and you know that. From the audience, someone murmurs agreement. Leonard starts to feel uneasy, because for the first time he knows he is not the one setting the pace. He knows he is not in control. And what is about to happen will prove it. Leonard shifts in his seat, adjusts his tie with a quick tug, touches the papers in front of him, even though he does not need to. It is a habit, a way to regain control. But this time, he knows something is slipping through his fingers. The audience has changed. They are not just here to watch his interview anymore. Now they are focused on one thing, Sylvester Stallone. Leonard feels the weight of the silence. He knows he has to react. He clears his throat, tries to take back the reins. Okay, let us set movies aside for a moment. Let us look at the real world. We are living in a time when people are questioning what it means to be a man. And some say your way of thinking, that old-school masculinity, instead of bringing people together, it divides them. In the audience, someone nods. Leonard notices. He feels a small opening. He presses on, voice growing steadier. Do you not think it is time to move forward? That our society needs new values? A different way to be strong? The audience stays silent. Stallone does not respond right away. He is in no hurry. He takes a slow breath, then taps his fingers on the armrest. His gaze stays fixed on Leonard. Have you ever talked to a firefighter? Leonard hesitates. What? A firefighter. Have you ever talked to a cop, a soldier, or a single mom working 2 shifts to feed her kids? Have you ever talked to those people? Leonard feels something shift inside him. It is a tiny moment, but he knows he will not like where this is headed. In the audience, some nod. Others sit still as if waiting for something big. Stallone nods slowly. You think their strength is the problem? No. Their strength is what keeps the world standing. Silence. A silence heavier than any words. Leonard wets his lips. He feels the audience shifting. He senses it. They are moving to Stallone's side. And him? He is losing control. But he tries not to show it, clears his throat. I get what you are saying, but there is another perspective. He pauses, searching for words. There is a difference between being strong and refusing to change. Do you not think it is time to move forward, to stop looking back? In the audience, someone leans forward. Stallone stays still. Then, in a lower, almost reflective tone, he says, Have you ever seen how they tear down a building? Leonard stiffens. Excuse me? Stallone repeats the question. Have you ever seen how they tear down a building? Leonard hesitates. Yes, Stallone nods. It takes a few seconds. A couple of well-placed charges. A button pressed at the right moment. Boom. And it all comes down. In the audience, some hold their breath. But have you ever seen how they build one? Leonard stays silent. It takes years, brick by brick, steel on steel, men working day and night. And when that building is finally done, it is solid. It lasts. But the guys with the detonators, they do not care. They do not think about the sweat. They do not think about the sacrifice. They do not think about who built it. They just want to watch it all collapse. Silence, a heavy silence, as if his words are hanging in the air. Stallone lets a few seconds pass, then slowly leans forward. And now tell me, do you want to build, or do you just want to push a button and watch it all fall apart? Leonard freezes. He feels the tension in the room. He feels everything slipping away. It has never happened before. But this time the audience is not with him. Leonard feels trapped. He has lost control of the conversation. He has lost the audience. He can feel it. The energy has shifted. The studio is not his hunting ground anymore. Now it is his ring. And across from him, Sylvester Stallone is not done yet. But Leonard is not ready to surrender. Not yet. He shifts in his chair, runs his fingers over the smooth table surface, takes a deep breath. Then, with a measured voice, says, I understand your perspective. I really do. But let me ask you, do you not think there is a difference between being strong and refusing to change? Silence. The audience waits. Leonard clasps his hands in front of him. He continues, The world changes. Society evolves. Do you not think it is time to let go of certain ideas, to pave the way for something new, a new kind of strength? Leonard pauses, lets the question linger. In the audience, some exchange looks. Maybe he thinks he has found a crack. Maybe he believes he can turn it around. But Stallone is not shaken. He does not look away. He is not swayed by Leonard's tone. Instead, he leans forward slightly, looks him straight in the eye, and then he speaks. "Have you ever seen what happens when life hits you?" Leonard freezes, because he knows something heavy is coming. Stallone keeps going. Life does not ask how you feel. It does not stop to check if you are okay with it. It does not ask permission before it knocks you down. The audience is silent. Stallone pauses for a beat, then continues. When life decides to hit you, it hits. And it hits hard. The world does not stop to hear your thoughts. The world does not wait for you to be ready. The audience is captivated. Leonard, though, grows stiffer in his chair, because he knows what is coming. He knows he cannot win anymore. So the real question is not whether the world needs to change. The real question is, are you ready to take the hit? Are you ready to get back up? Or are you just going to stay down, whining about how unfair life is? Silence. Total silence. Leonard's mouth opens slightly, but he says nothing. He cannot say anything, because he knows it is over. And then comes the final line, the one that shatters any chance of a comeback. Stallone looks at him. His tone is calm, but his words hit like boulders. To the weak, being reminded of it is not something they enjoy. Boom, applause, at first hesitant, then louder, building. In the audience, some stand up. Leonard looks down. He knows there's nothing left to say. The show is over. The moment Stallone backed Leonard into a corner did not end with the interview. In fact, it was just the beginning. Minutes after the recording wrapped, the video started spreading, not just among the staff. Within moments, clips of his response were everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, people started sharing, commenting, debating. Every word Stallone said turned into a meme. Every quip became a new video edit. His line, "To the weak, being reminded of it is not something they enjoy," became a catchphrase. Within hours, the video hit #1 on every social media trending list. Views skyrocketed. Newspapers covered it. Podcasts dissected it. Morning shows replayed it. Leonard Hayes, he became a target. He started getting flooded with heated messages. Every word he had said was twisted against him. Every attempt at a defense was drowned out by tens of thousands of comments. The hashtag #StalloneWins went viral. The audience reactions were brutal. Everyone seemed to agree. Leonard, in his eagerness to provoke, had underestimated Stallone's sharpness. Some attacked him. Others had fun with memes and jokes. But the truth was clear. Stallone had won. The video blew up. His words started echoing around the world, not just as a TV moment, but as a manifesto of strength, resilience, and truth. Backstage, chaos erupted. Producers scrambled to stop the videos and contain the spread, but it was too late. Every corner of the internet was flooded. The clips kept bouncing across platforms. Every part of the speech was chopped, reposted, remixed. And while Leonard tried to keep a calm facade, the online world had already crowned a winner. Stallone. The audience was with him, and Leonard Hayes, he could only watch as his career took a turn he had never seen coming. The story of Stallone's showdown with Leonard Hayes goes way beyond a simple TV debate. It is a lesson about real strength, integrity, and determination. It is not just about a famous actor putting a provocative journalist in his place. It is about how strength is often misunderstood, about how courage, resilience, and humility can be true greatness. In the end, the question is, what does it really mean to be strong? Is it physical power? The ability to get up after a fall? Or the way we face life's challenges while holding on to respect and dignity? Stallone did not raise his voice. He did not seek revenge. He just showed with calm and conviction that real strength is not measured in muscles, it is measured in the heart. This story teaches us something fundamental. True strength is not what we see on the outside, but what we carry inside when no one is watching. Now, I want to hear from you. What is your definition of strength? Have you ever faced a moment where you were tested, but chose to act with integrity? Tell us in the comments. We read every single one of your stories. If you liked this video and think Stallone's message matters, hit that like button and share it with anyone who needs to hear this life lesson. Subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you do not miss more incredible, thought-provoking stories. Thanks for watching this video all the way through. Your support means the world to us. And remember, real strength is what we find in ourselves when we face life with courage and heart. See you in the next video.